Hey, Howard.
Hey, Howard.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Good evening. Good night here. Howard, how are you, Howard?
Hey, I am fine, thank you. It's a beautiful day in Los Angeles.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, I'm going to start this talk, and we are here in the Health and Movement Talk, and today we have a very special guest to enjoy with us, this conversation, our conversation about competing, about exercise, about sport, about funky hip hop. And first of all, I'd like to talk to Paulo Santos, and I'd like to ask Paulo to introduce our special guest. Please, Paulo.
Hey. Hello, everybody. Olá, amigos. Como está? 皆さん、おはようございます。今からハワードのインタビュー始まるから、何かあっても、LINE の方にメッセージください。Para as pessoas que têm algum problema, podem enviar por WhatsApp alguma pergunta, algum problema que tenham, podem enviar direto, ok? E Cláudio já está conectado. Welcome, everybody. This is Howard Schwartz, and I'm very glad to have him here. He's giving his time to be with us, to be with the ANAC directors and with champions. Diana Nazar is connected, many champions are connected. It's going to be wonderful. We're going to have 1 hour interview with Howard, so be open to send messages and ask questions. Howard, thank you so much to be here. How are you doing today? Howard Schwartz, everybody. Yeah. Everybody knows you, so how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. I just want to say, with me right now is Karen Schwartz.
Karen. Hi, Karen.
And you all know me, but you all know Karen too. And you all know me. I'm the front guy, and she's the one that gets everything done.
That's right. That's right.
I do the talking, but she does the work.
Yeah.
You are amazing, guys. Amazing.
So
let me tell you something. Yes, Howard.
I was just saying, it's a team. It's a team.
Fantastic.
Right.
Fantastic.
That's how it works. And I'm right now. You guys can start a little bit. I'm helping now the Uruguay NAC director to connect. So anyway, yeah, Sergio, you can keep going. I'm just gonna.
Yes, I just we'll talk because other people here in this room obviously knows Howard and know Paulo Santos and don't know me. What is this guy? What happened here? And, okay, I am the first Brazilian aerobic champion mixed pairs, and in 1987, and we know and we love Howard for a long time. And right now we have this talk, and this talk we want to introduce and to spread good information about health, good information about life, and good information about dance, about exercise, and we try to introduce and to invite very interesting people to talk here, and that's the reason because I'm here. First of all, because I love aerobics and hip hop, and I love Howard too, because Howard was I have to tell you, Howard, you was very important in my life because I started studying medicine because I was aerobic athlete, and university opened the doors for me to start medicine because I was athlete, and another thing, very interesting thing, when I was studying medicine, we have no time to do anything, and my job was hip hop. I teach in hip hop. I taught hip hop for a long time, to food, and that's a very important thing, I'd like to tell you and to compare with you because you work with hip hop and you work with aerobics, and you are very, 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 very important to my life, and I'd like to say thank you, Howard. Thank you very much.
Well, I'm very proud to hear that coming from someone like you who's done so much with their life beyond aerobics and hip hop. And I congratulate you on your success and everything that you're doing now in educating the public and learning about how aerobics and how fitness can change your life. And it certainly has done wonderful things for you. Look how great you look.
Definitely. Fantastic.
During the week, I was talking to many world champions, like, since 1990, and the cool thing that I felt it's that all of them like have something to say to Howard, and after they become world champion, their life change and they become like entrepreneurs or owners or something using the world champion name. So Howard, you change lives, you make people got a jobs. It's wonderful. How do you feel that about to have this contribution for so many people?
At the time, it was work. It was a work of passion and love, no question. But I didn't have time to think about what was happening to all those who participated. And this is the first time today that you guys are making me think about that, Sergio, and I'm not kidding about your success. And Paulo, look at you from Brazil to Spain to Japan. You even know how to speak Japanese. So much has happened. It's wonderful, and now it gives me a time to reflect and to think about it all and to see the champions. From time to time, I get called from past champions, and they're just checking in to say hello, and I say, oh my gosh, it's been 25 years, 30 years. And it's just wonderful for those that don't keep and have not stayed involved. It's just wonderful to see you and hear you again.
Wow. That's crazy. That's wonderful. Yeah, I mean, I know that you're not really the guy who go really like to the cameras, like in the competition, where's Howard? And then in the end, he come to announce the champion. But Howard is always in the back working. And since I know that's what you do the whole time, you're always in the background, like, walk around. It's like, I mean, I know right now that the sports aerobics for you is not really a business, like big business. You're doing that because you love the sport. Am I right?
If you say so.
Or it's a big business. I don't know.
It's not. I don't think it's a big business for anyone at this point. And I think all of us who have stayed involved are doing it just because passion and love and respect. We've come a long way. We do think that certainly it's going to come back strong. Everything that's good has a chance to come back. We just have to find our way, and we're staying in there to help pave that path.
That's right. That's why, Howard, with that, I mean, with your help, we need to interview. I just want to make sure for all the champions, for the people, the directors that are watching, that it's possible to do something, it's possible to do some small business or help somebody, just with some business online or doing something online. Is the time that you cannot be like, worry about, oh my God, I'm going to do my life. No, you need to look for solutions because it's a very hard time. It's like a war against the enemy that we can see. It's a very hard moment for everybody right now.
Right. But as you know, when we first started and when you guys were champions, we didn't have the internet. We didn't have social media. And so there wasn't any thought about how to do things. I remember when we had to advertise or promote, we had to go to a graphic designer and they had to write it out and draw a picture or take a photo. And if you need to make a change, it took hours to make a change. Great expense. Now we can do all those things through social media and through the internet that we couldn't do before. So it takes a little bit of creativity, ingenuity, and a good business sense to be able to figure out how to make it through in this time particularly.
That's right. Okay, great. So Sergio, do you want to start with the questions, like the list, or it's up to you also to talk about?
Yes, I have one question for Howard. For a long time, I have this question, Howard. On that time, 30 years ago, I had this question. You are a businessman, you and Karen traveling around the world, around the United States all the time. My question is, what do you do to relax?
That's good one. I'd like to know that one too.
Thank you for asking that question. Do you know that now with the pandemic and having to stay at home, Karen and I were thinking the other day, this is the first summer ever that we will be home. We won't be producing an event or traveling somewhere producing an event. And so we're saying, what are we going to do? How are we going to deal with this? So you're right. It's true. But you know what? During the day when we were really involved so much more in aerobics, traveling around the world, it was exciting for us. We were meeting so many people around the world, and we were, building the ANAC at the time, and building new countries to get involved with us. You know what? That was our enjoyment. I can't say it wasn't work, but at the same time, we really, really enjoyed the aspect of that. And so now we can look back and say, okay, what are we going to do? We can take a trip to Ireland, or take a trip to France, or just take a cruise somewhere. But still, our enjoyment was what we were working on and building. I have to be honest with you.
Wow.
Nice.
Do you take vacation, but you have like vacations a year? Do you take like a time,
Yes.
like let's say 1 2 weeks?
Yeah, we, like last year, we took a vacation, and 2 years ago, we went to Ireland and London with some friends, and we had a wonderful time, through it all. And we always have a chance to contact one of our directors, be it hip hop or ANAC, to touch base with them and see where they're living and so on and so forth. And then otherwise, last year, we actually just went to New York. We went to see some shows. We went to Rhode Island and stayed in a beautiful little Airbnb. And it was
Hip-hop shows?
Hip-hop shows. We try always. Yeah, always.
Is that your vacation?
Yes, our vacation.
Okay.
Right.
What about the
Broadway
Howard
shows?
State?
Broadway. But you know what? Believe it or not, we have several competitors, hip-hop competitors now, who've gone on and they're working on Broadway. They're creating shows for Broadway. Honestly, So it's just like in the days when you guys were doing ANAC, and we were seeing all the aerobic instructors and what they were doing with their lives and moving on. Many of the hip hop instructors and many of those who have won championships in hip hop have gone on to so many bigger things like Broadway shows.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
It is.
Wow.
So we're lucky if they invite us.
Okay. Just to close that part about vacations, what about Howard sitting in front of the beach, relaxing, drinking something? Is that guy exist?
You know what? My wife won't allow me to sit in the sun anymore.
Howard, vitamin D. Oh my gosh.
I know. When I was in college, I went to the University of Miami. And during the morning, I would go to all the classes, but in the afternoon, we would have our sun reflectors, and we would have baby oil, and we would mix it with iodine. Put our faces, put it all over our body, go to the beach and sit there with sun reflectors. The worst possible thing you could do to your skin, and you're a doctor, I was doing it when I was in college. You go, and people at college would say, hey, can I grab a ride to the beach today? That was it. Changes. So many changes in my life. Yes.
Oh my
That's
God.
incredible. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Sorry, just a moment. Sergio, could you check, please, if Colombia messages are arriving, Colombia and Brazil, if it's arriving there, because it said the connection is stopping. So just to check, okay? If it's arriving. Okay, so let's go direct for the first one. Howard, when did aerobic start? When the competition aerobic start?
Oh, yeah, that was the question. When did it start? Well, it started, we first began the first National Aerobic Championship in the United States in 1984. The idea established itself in 1982. We tried to get sponsors to help us, but nobody knew what aerobics was at that time. And I used to promote dance competitions, and I moved to Los Angeles, and aerobics was becoming so popular in Los Angeles. And then somebody invited me to go to an aerobics class, and I saw an aerobics instructor, a male aerobics instructor, and he had people, lines of people outside of his class waiting to get in. Next door, in the next room, was another aerobic instructor and couldn't fill the room. And I thought to myself, well, what makes this aerobic instructor so much better than the other? And that's what gave me the idea, maybe competitively, we could have some type of a championship that would show it, because it wasn't just about how gifted they were as an athlete, but it was also their performance, their charisma, how they spoke to people. And that's when I realized there was something in aerobic instructing that was more. There were special instructors, and there were those who were just instructors. And so that gave us the idea, how could we create a competition? And then we went to AFA, AFFA or AFAA,
Yeah.
Aerobic Federation.
Yeah.
And then we went to IDEA, and it was the first time
IDEA,
ever.
yeah.
Those two were budding organizations just getting established. And we said, help us to create rules for competition. We don't know about fitness aerobics for a competition. Help us to create the rules. Then we went to Shape magazine, which was a brand new magazine. Joe Weider had Muscle and Fitness, but then he said, let's put out a magazine more so for women that talked about fitness for women, and they came up with Shape. And we went to the Shape magazine and we said, we want to establish the first aerobic championship. Do you want to be involved? So that's what happened. And then we went, and finally a friend of mine knew the people from Evian Water from France, and they were just coming to the United States at the time. And they got us a meeting with them. And we said, can you help us? Would you like to sponsor this event? It'll help you to bring fitness together with Evian Water. It's a good relationship for you. And they agreed. And we established the first event on $50,000. Okay, that was it, $50,000 for everything. And that included having to build the championship, take the champions around the United States to create an event that people would know. But fortunately, we had Shape magazine, and they helped us to promote it. And that's when we had our first event in 1984, and it was our first USA championship. And there was no time, it wasn't until later that we had the first world championship. But that was USA championship. Yep, 1984 was the first US championship, and we got it televised in 1985.
Wow.
And do you? I'm sorry, Apollo. And at this time, do you had some idea about what are you doing today? I'm saying, wow, today is amazing. What are you doing? No, and when you start your business life in aerobics, can you imagine? You know, do you have some idea about how big will be?
No,
this company, and you know.
Well, we had honestly no idea at the time, because all we were trying to do was get it established. And like I said, it took. I met Karen when I saw in the newspaper that somebody was doing a competition for aerobics for aerobic instructors in a health club. Fitness club in Westwood, California. And Karen was a student at UCLA, and they gave Karen a free membership if she would help them to establish this first competition. And the winner of that competition would get to teach for 6 months in Tokyo, because the people that own the health club in Westwood also owned the club in Tokyo. So that was the competition. And I saw it advertised in a newspaper. I had a date. I was on my way to the beach. And I said, wait a minute, we have to stop. There's an event going on here, and I want to see what it's like. And that's when I first met Karen. I saw this event, and I went up to her. I went to the owner of the club, and I said, who's doing this event? And he pointed to Karen, and I went to Karen, and I gave her my card, you know, and I was just trying to get started myself, but we were already establishing this first US competition. And I said, do you want to come to work with us on the US competition? And she never called me back. She didn't call me back. So I called her
Maybe
again.
the way you approach.
Exactly.
Look what Howard did, eh? Look what Howard did.
She was afraid, I think. And anyway, she finally called me back, and we met, and then she came to work with me. And I had an office. A friend of mine was a manager of some celebrities in Hollywood, and he had a very nice office for himself. And he gave me the Xerox room, a table in the Xerox room, and that was my office. And Karen came to work with me, and we both sat around this table in the Xerox room. And do you remember Xerox?
Yes.
When you had to make, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's what, every time somebody needed to make a Xerox, they had to come into my office, you know? So the water machine was in there. That was our office. That's how we started.
Wow.
And so I never knew, and I didn't know what could come of it, honestly. We just were flying by, not knowing what the next thing would be, but just trying hard and developing it and building it a little more and a little more. Working with the IDEA, working with AFA and other Shape magazine, other organizers, sponsors. But once we were able to get General Foods, which was Crystal Light, a
Yeah.
year later.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
what really propelled us, because they saw the vision and they were establishing a brand new product, Crystal Light, and they came to
Yeah.
us and said, we see what you're doing. We want to be a part of it. Is there room for us? And that's how we started. And they gave us the funds that really just helped us to establish it much further, much further.
Wow. 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 Wow.
It's
Wow.
amazing. It's an amazing story.
That's great.
Fantastic.
Just got the message say from Japan. They say like, Howard, we want to have the competition July, please. You can do even a small one, but please make the competition July. It's the first time, right, that the Japanese are coming back like with big group. They are so disappointed there's no competition. They say like,
Wow.
Howard, do something. Make a competition July, even a small one. We're gonna go. That's
Oh,
what
you
they say,
mean
just to let you
here?
know.
You mean this
Yeah.
year in July?
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
Yeah,
It would have to, I think it would have to be in Japan, because our country is not ready yet. They won't allow us to have events that have spectators, all right? And so, and we can't have events that with more than 10 people together at this time. So we can't
Wow.
bring large events. Today is the first time in the United States, since all sports stopped, that the first sport is starting up, and that's NASCAR racing. And they're going to have the first race today, but no spectators. So, and it's special for NASCAR. The next one will be golf. So we have to wait until the government will allow us to have events again.
Wow.
Wow.
It's amazing.
It's funny that what you're saying, because actually yesterday I was talking to Japanese and they say like, why Howard don't bring the competition here? We can organize everything. That's what they said.
Well, maybe we can do it in Japan, you know? Let's see if everybody writes in, they can come to Japan. Maybe we'll talk about it.
Yeah, and we organize everything here. I mean, it's going to be wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah.
そう、皆さん、ハウルから、いいかもしれない。いいアイディアじゃなって感じで。はい、やるって言ってました。もし日本でやるだから。はい、OK、ハウル。they don't speak English, so they watching the webinar, but you know, they send a message to me. That's how it's gonna go. I also have here in the Mau Munoz from Colombia. Okay, he's saying hello. His connection sometimes goes down, but he's connected. Claudio Franze, Anup Gurum for India. Anup, remember Anup?
Of course I remember Anup.
Yeah.
Anup is ANAC India.
Yeah, Gennaro from Mexico, Diana Nanzer also.
I love Gennaro, I love Nanzer, I love Anup, I love everybody we work with. Say hello to everybody.
Yeah, they're watching you around. So I think I know all of them. You're very lucky. You're very lucky that they are very special people, you know. Yes. Gennaro, my God, they love the passion that he have. He take everybody as his daughter, like his kids, always like, you know, Berti, my God, she's a big mother in Argentina. She take everybody together. So I know all of them. So it's incredible. We have a very good group work. The directors are the best, really, really nice.
People who care, people who have heart.
Yeah.
That's first and foremost.
Just have some technical information, because if you have somebody or anybody here and wants to come in to the room and have some problem, try to change, you know, the navigator to Chrome or Firefox. Okay, maybe it's the navigator. Okay, we can keep.
Ok, entendeu, Mau Munoz? Entende? Você pode usar Chrome, ok? Utilizar Chrome. Cláudio, mais Munoz.
Howard, I'd like to ask you something. You know, Paulo makes the technical questions for you, but I'd like to ask you another question about Howard Schwartz. You know, and that music, you know, that champion music, how can you get this wonderful and fantastic music? You know, I spent a long time, you know, without anything aerobic, just work in medicine, you know. And after around 20 years, I listen to music again. Wow, I start to cry, you know. How can you get that? Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah. Well, you know, I can't admit that I wrote it. That's not the case.
How was the idea? How did that start?
Yeah.
We, I worked with a man on when it was on TV, when we had aerobics on television. And I worked with a man who wrote music, and he became a friend of ours, and we did a lot of work with him. And I said, we need a theme song. And he wrote the theme song, and he brought in someone to sing it, Ty Parr. And we went into the studio and created the music. And people never got tired of it. We went to shopping malls and we promoted it, and it was the theme for all the champions to dance to, no matter where in the world. And you know, today, I think I've told this to you, Paolo, today we get calls from movie studios, from advertisers. People say they see it on, and they hear it on social media, they hear it on the internet, and for them, it is the music of the 80s. It is the music that for them that represents fitness in the 80s. And so when they want to show something on TV, or when they want to have a movie and they want to show something about the 80s, they reach out to us for the music. They want permission to be able to use it. It's great. It's great. And even the videos from the earliest days, those are the most popular videos. Some of them trend.
That's right.
Trending. Yeah. Taylor Swift had an album that came out called 1989, and somebody mashed the dancing from aerobics in the opening through aerobics to her album, to her song. And one morning, Karen and I woke up and people were calling us and they were saying, you know what? You guys are on the Today Show. You're on ABC. You're on C. We were everywhere. It was trending all over the world because somebody had picked up on that music and used it together with Taylor Swift. And what a combination. So yes, thank you for mentioning the music. We believe that. We also have a new song. It's not even new, but it's similar, that we have called Let's Dance for hip hop. And we used it a few years ago, and then we stopped using it. And then I said to Karen a couple of weeks ago, going back to your thought about what do you do during this time, I said, TikTok. Everybody's, making routines for TikTok. So what we did is we posted Let's Dance on TikTok, and now we have everybody, we said, go ahead, use the music and dance to it, and we have everybody now coming in using our theme song for hip hop the same way we did it for our theme song for aerobics. So yeah, it's great. We're happy about it.
And Howard, I have to say thank you there to talk with Ty Parr, the name, right? To give permission for the Hip House challenge with the music. You don't believe how, you're gonna see like families, dancing with the music. I think that's gonna come back to be very popular, and we can do like a lot of things with the music. Unbelievable. Yeah. The families dancing with the music, the old people. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's a big message.
Well, we believe that too. Maybe we could upgrade it a little bit more now to 2021, but still, it's got a sound and it's very catchy, and people love. It makes them happy.
That's right. That's right. The champion, the feeling it's perfect. The feeling is wonderful.
It's amazing.
Wonderful. And everybody, you guys know, if you want to have the music, if you don't have the music, just go on the iTunes. You guys have the information in Facebook. Just go iTunes. You can buy the music there. It's very cheap. It's $2 something. He's selling very cheap.
I think it's less than $1, truthfully, but
yeah, it's $2. Yeah, $1.90. It's very, very cheap. Yeah. So everybody, you can get this music.
Okay.
Howard, sorry, you're gonna have next year for sure, 100%, right? The NAC.
Well, as much as anybody can say 100% these days, yes. We only can do what is meant to be, and right. It's a difficult time. It's an unusual, unprecedented time, and this is something more for Sergio. He has to help us to make this virus to be able to contain it. I don't know if we can fix it so quickly. Hopefully there will be a vaccine, but at least it will help us to contain it so that we can get back to some normalcy in our life. As far as we're concerned, yes, the championship is on. Next year, let's blow it out. Let's bring more people than we've ever had before, bring the whole world together and celebrate the fact that we can go back to what maybe is 90% normalcy. But we intend to conduct the championship next year, 2021.
That's great. That's great. Yeah. Actually, that's why, I know you for a long time, Howard. I know you caring. I know how you guys really give your love for that. That's why I'm here. Of course, I'm the Japanese. I'm the Japanese director. Hello, I'm the Japan director. Go figure. But you know, I'm connected to all these countries, and we are gonna work together to really make next year the best ever. It's like, I mean, after 1 year they come back, you know, and also the medical fitness guide and organized by Sergio is connected to 42 universities now.
42 universities.
42 universities. So
throughout Europe or throughout or Spain?
Around the world. Around the world.
Around the world.
Yeah,
Around the
United
world.
States too, and Brazil, and around the world. Yeah.
Right. So in this case, if there's anything that we can do together, okay, how that we and I'll talk to you after that, you know, and talk to all the directors too, because it's a very important moment now to make the dance, to make the exercise, you know, go to the hospitals, go to the schools. We have a lot of projects on this time. So if we can do something together, it'd be wonderful. And you have the power to do that, Howard, I'm telling you. If you say yes, if you say yes,
you know
it's
what?
done.
They say from your mouth to God's ears.
Yes, we're gonna do it. Yeah, lo hacemos. You see? Yeah. I got message here saying, yeah, we're gonna do it together.
That's very important thing. Yes, because Howard was talking about, well, this situation now, and we need to move, we need to dance, we need to make exercise, you know, because it's the most important thing to make our immune system make strong, you know, and to fight against the virus, against everything, you know, and the most important thing is the prevention, you know, and my message to the people, keep doing, keep dancing, keep making workout. This is the most important thing.
Yeah, well, I can't agree with you more. You know, today when everybody's caught living inside their homes, having to deal with families, having to do with spouses, loved ones, partners, it's difficult. It's difficult, you know, and especially in certain places where the living conditions and the living quarters are so tight and small, you know, that people can tend to get on everyone's nerves and people can say enough of this already. So we have to have reasons for expression, to let our emotions out, to feel, breathe some air. And dancing is something that you can do wherever you are, whatever you feel. And it's, nobody says what's good dancing, what's not good dancing. You're expressing yourself and you're letting your emotions, you're feeling good inside. That's what it's all about. So you're right, you know, anybody can dance. Everybody.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And then comes the big question. Diana and I also want to know that. Howard Schwartz, do you dance? Do you? Everybody wants to know that. He organized the thing. You mentioned that before the aerobics you used to do dance events. You are now the president of Hip Hop International with more than 50 countries involved. Do you dance?
Yeah. Hey. Well, I wouldn't tell you right now I dance, but let me say this. You know, one of the things, because you're inside all the time, Karen and I said, let's start cleaning out our garage. We have boxes in our garage for years, and we said, we've got to get to them. So now we have time. So we start going through our garage, and I find a yearbook, an old junior high school yearbook. And I looked in it, and you know how people always write inside your yearbook, you know, about your future and so on and so forth. And somebody wrote in my yearbook, you are the best dancer in junior high school. Okay?
Oh.
I used to, but I have to be honest, you probably guys don't know what the pony or the twist is.
Oh, the twist is right now.
Twist? Okay. Hello?
Be careful.
Okay. So I can tell you, years ago, okay, when I was younger, I could dance, you know, and but really? I don't think I could do hip hop today, or you know, I can do 4 push-ups, 4 jumping jacks, 4 highlight kicks, and 4 sit-ups. You know, but anyway, I get a pleasure out of watching everybody else and seeing how well they dance. But thank Diane for asking the question.
Diana, eu vi isso, Diana? Eu visto, okay? By the way, Diana video. I just getting read Diana's video. She has the line of medals since she start like, you know, she says youth, like young age something, and then until now she have this line. You're gonna see the video; it's wonderful.
What was the
Diana,
first
muchas
year
gracias por el
Diana
video.
won? What was the first year Diana got involved in the sport?
Creio que I think 2000, right, Diana? 2000. She's gonna answer. Okay, you just can go and I let you know.
Okay.
Yeah,
she's
yeah. So, and okay, Howard, if you're gonna do next year, it's gonna be Phoenix, the place for competition next year.
Yes, we have an agreement with the arena. We have an agreement with the facility, the venue, the hotel, to be there for another 2 years, maybe even longer. Yeah.
Okay, Bert.
You know, I'm not sure that those of us who are in it that understand how difficult it is now to find venues the size of what we need, because, you know, we use it for aerobics and then we use it for hip hop, and we need a lot of space for people to train. And we need a lot of time in the hotel, you know, 4 or 5 days for aerobics, a week for hip hop. So it's very hard to find venues. People say, let's go back to Las Vegas. Well, you know, in Las Vegas, when Las Vegas is so popular, Las Vegas wants thousands upon thousands of dollars just for the right to bring your event there. When I say thousands of dollars, you have to guarantee them food and beverage. So they might ask you, a hotel in Las Vegas right now might ask $500,000 in food and beverage, meaning you have to spend to have parties and to have food and drink $500,000 just for them to write you agreement. So like I said, people don't understand how difficult it is anymore to find venues that are nicely located where international people can fly to, and as well as to be able to get them on assignment paper to be able to utilize all their facilities, and also one that people can enjoy themselves when they're not competing. So when we find a place, we like to spend a little time there.
Right. So it's good to know that, because it's good to know that, because everybody wants to come back to Las Vegas and they say, oh, it's great, but they don't know the small details, right? Even me, because listen, Howard, I'm telling you one thing, and it's true, and everybody knows that's true. Every time that I went to Las Vegas, I won in the casino. I think you know that, right?
Oh my God!
I don't told you that. I have no idea how to play, but I go in the roulette. I stay crazy, like playing my numbers in the zero or something. I always win. There's one time I got like $800, something like that. Always win. So
well, tell me, the next time you're going, I want to go with you. I'm back in Europe.
Me too.
Anyway, Diana told me she started the year 2000. She started in 2000.
Well, she's done unbelievable. She's incredible. You know, may I do this before you ask my next question? The next question, I just wanted to say how very much and how very thoughtful it was of some of the original champions and their testimonials that they wrote to Karen and I. You know, I want to thank. I wrote it down. Alessandro Paiva and Kenichiro Nomura, Kenny, and Sachiko Kataoka. It was so beautiful to see her again. Roberson Magallanes, every now and then I get to talk to Roberson because he's here in America now. He lives on the other side of the coast. Marcelo Lopez, she says, I don't know if you remember me. Of course I do, you know? Of course I do. So many beautiful people and such great athletes. Jonathan Cañada. I remember, you know, when we first started, it was always USA that used to win. And then all of a sudden, Brazil came. And then Japan came. And all of a sudden, everybody from Japan was winning. And then everybody from Brazil was winning. So Jonathan Cañada, where did he come from? From Spain? Oh my gosh, you know what I mean? When did Spain start winning gold medals? And it was amazing how it was starting to build over and over and over again. Claudio Lima, what a fantastic, beautiful athlete Claudio Lima was and is, I'm sure, still. So again, I want to thank them for all the beautiful things that they said, and anybody else who's participating in that. Thank you so very much. It means a lot to Karen and I when we see those videos and what everybody looks like now. That Jonathan Cañada needs to put a little black in his gray beard.
Yeah, I mean, he's in his world. Yeah, Jonathan, estás? Me manda uma mensagem se estás, okay, Jonathan? Yeah, but Howard, the funny thing is like when I thought about that and I contact them, you know, they're like, sure, of course you're gonna do that. And Ludmila Kovacheva from Bulgaria, she also did a video about St. You, is already Facebook. They say like they changed our lives. You know, they say like we're so thankful. And I was really touched about. I mean, I knew that they're very like, you know, they are very thankful to you, but they really feel like from the bottom of their heart that it's like, thank you, Howard, you really changed our lives, even without you knowing that was like that, right? It's a big I mean, it's
Yeah.
for me it's wonderful. And like I told you, there's a lot of other champions that are sending the video. Diego De Ville from with the Charlie Chaplin
Argentina.
choreography.
Diego's
Yeah, from
Argentina.
Argentina. Yeah, he's sending the video, and Marcelo Capi, the one trio, and others, they still sending the video just and say, I didn't have time to do all this video, but until the end of this month, you're gonna have that. Okay.
Well, thank you very, very much for doing that. It really meant a lot to us, and they're beautiful testimonials, and it's so terrific to see what people look like now and how successful they've become. It's really nice to see that.
Well, you all deserve, you really deserve that, yeah. And also, you know, one thing that I got some questions here for Colombia from Netherlands about hip hop. They are the hip hop representative like person there, right? And then what else? Brazil to Claudio, and they say like it is possible to Howard to do another webinar. He has asked me to do another webinar talking about the hip hop and everything. It is possible, Howard?
It's possible, of course.
we can organize that, guys. You hear that? We can organize that because
especially because
professional web jams. Yeah,
I was going to say, especially because Sergio. I didn't realize Sergio does hip hop. I want to see Sergio, some of his moves.
I was very good.
Can you bust a move?
I was fantastic.
Yeah. Were you a b-boy or choreography in hip hop?
No, I taught and I was choreography too, but that's a long time ago. How a long time ago? Yes, 25 years old, something like that.
Well, next year is Hip Hop International 20th anniversary for next year. It shows how long it was ago when hip hop started too for us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Fantastic. Fantastic. Right now,
it would be great if everybody do together, all the seniors, all the masters doing together. I have one idea here. Wait, okay. Keep going, Sergio.
I have the same idea, by the way. I think I know what you're thinking right away, and I'm thinking it too. I do know what you're thinking.
And Jonathan is asking, Claudio is asking me here the same thing about that. Claudio Franze, he's in now. He said like, well, you know, you need to create a master category or something connected to that, or even an event.
Oh my God.
And it's not only for him, it's for many people.
How old is
Masters?
Still moving. How old is Masters, in your opinion?
Basically from 40 years old. In Japan, is many age categories, but basically from 40 years old and goes until 70 years old. This is Japan. But Jonathan, Berti, and then Mao for Colombia, and Brazil, Claudio, they say like we can do something very, very, very fun, very nice here too.
Is that Claudio Franzen? Are we talking about Claudio Franzen?
Yeah, Claudio Franzen. Yeah, he's on. He's sending message in the WhatsApp at the same time. I think Sergio is getting like his messages there too. Yeah, because we're planning to have like questions in the end of the interview. You know what I'm saying?
We better hurry. It's getting close to the end.
No, the most important thing right now in this talk is to people, if you have some questions, and send the questions in the end, but unfortunately we can't answer all the questions because
all the
questions, people, wants to ask something to Howard, and I'm so sorry, but maybe we can send the answer after when we finish, but right now, yes, right? We can stay all day long with Howard here. No, it's impossible.
Yeah.
I have all the time in the world. We can do it again for sure.
Fantastic,
Oh, that's
fantastic,
great.
Howard,
So,
fantastic.
Howard, because we can see that, for some reason, some directors couldn't not come. Ana Nunes is Uruguay, she's here. Okay, but yeah, we'd
By the
like
way,
to
Ana
do that.
Nunez, it's always late.
You heard that? Ouviu, Ana? Está sempre atrasada, Ana. And we really appreciate if you can also do. Oh, Bertie saying, Howard, we love you. Oh, Bertie, we love you.
And we love Bertie too, very much.
And then, like I was talking to many people, and even in Japan, Amy, I think Amy is connected, I'm not sure, but she would appreciate if you can do a hip hop webinar. We can organize everything. You just give a date and I connect all the, I mean, you're going to do it that easier, but just to make this thing works. Okay.
Okay. If
Amy, do that for you.
If Amy-san asks that question, tell her we'll do it again in one condition. We want to see Amy-san do a little hip hop dance.
Amy, Amy, are you there, Amy? Just to let you know. Well, she's going to answer that. She's going to answer. But really, if Howard go in the stage and bust a move and do something, oh my God, I need to put that in YouTube. It's going to be like millions of views. Yes. Finally, Howard came out as a dancer. I mean, say.
You know what?
Something like that.
I'd like Paulo. I'd like to you, Howard, and I go to dance hip hop in some place one day.
Oh yeah.
What do you think about that?
I don't think so, but we can talk about it later.
They think it's getting too personal here. Like
it's too personal.
Yeah, right. That's great. But it's so cool. I mean, this Corona thing that I don't think about because I'm a happy dance guy. I promote happy dance.
Sure.
I don't have time for negative stuff. I always try to find the solutions, the positive way from everything. But right now the online thing is putting people together. And people start to talk to other friends and to connect to people that they never did it before. It's wonderful. And I'm telling you one thing. Some people say like, I can't wait to go to the normal life.
Right.
And I'm telling guys, there's no normal life. That means normal life for you is not to wash your hands anymore. Normal life for you is to not connect to the people. Normal life for you is to don't eat well. Normal life for you is to don't exercise. So guys, you make a mistake. It's the next thing. You need to upgrade yourself. The situation now is making people to upgrade themselves, eat well, do exercise, communicate, stop to talk to people like that. Sometimes, even in Japan, you go in the restaurant, there's a couple that talking to each other like that. Mm-hmm. They don't even look to each other, just like here. So we're going to stop. You can't. But this pandemic, this thing right now is changing people to take care of themselves and, express the feelings to people that they love. There's a positive thing on that. What do you think about that, Howard?
I agree with you very, very much. From the start of this, I'm telling people, this is something that's beyond us. We have no control over it. But I really do believe something good can come from it. I do believe that when we're talking about the environment in which we live, we're all too comfortable. There's some of us that really care about the environment, that care about the future. But a lot of us are not doing anything about it. This is forcing us to think about it, to care about what life is going to be after this. You know what? Normalcy will never be the same anymore. We'll always go into a restaurant and think about how close we're sitting to somebody else, or go to a concert, or go to a Broadway show and say, maybe we're sitting too close to somebody. It's always going to be on our minds for a long, long time. So what is normalcy anymore? It's what we make of it and doing our best to be able to care for ourselves and care for the whole universe, care for the world. We are now living in a world. It's not just our own little home. It's not our state. It's not our country. It's the world. And I think this is bringing the world together. And that's what's making us all think about it more. The whole world is experiencing the same thing together. And through it, we'll get through it for sure. Things will change. Yeah. Normalcy will not be the same as we know it, but it'll be a new normalcy.
Yeah. I agree. Well said. Well said. It's like all these movies that they make this thing like they came the alien and try to get the Earth, our planet. Now it's really happened. The whole the whole world is fighting together against something. Wow. I mean, it's a big learning. They need to understand to get together. There's no black, there's no Asia, there's no white, there's no race. It's everybody together fighting against the same enemy.
That's right. I can't agree with you more. So that's what you tell them. Keep telling them that, because I believe it's true. It is true.
Yeah. And what can we do here? And all the directors are watching that. What can you do here? Promote exercise, promote a happy, positive mindset, promote the dance, because like we did a webinar before, dance is not only about take the music, it's about how you walk, how you feel. Every day I'm ready for work, the posture of the body, to feel the energy, to feel the sun, this everything connected to dance. This is dance. People need to understand is universal. That's why medical fitness and happy dance are working to put that in the schools, to go in universities, to go in the hospital for the people in the state, like bad state and with the disease, to just put the music for them, even if the arms are feeling, we can do that. And people like Howard Schwartz, who have this power, who have this, this whole countries, so many countries involved, if you, Howard, you can help us with that, That's why I think if it's possible, we can have more webinars, and then we also think to give like a little bit more degree for dancers that they know how to dance, but some people don't know how to do a plie, or don't know what muscle can you use to do the movement. So that's why medical fitness, happy dance is working to give more information, to give license, to give certification, to make people be more professional. And then when they're more professional, they can really make more money from that. So it's very possible. And Howard, it's up to you. If you say yes, we go.
Oh, well, I have to get the question first. Can you put the question on paper and send it to me?
Paper, business plan. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Talk is cheap.
Everything. That's right. Yeah, but and then Claudia is okay with that. Beth is okay with that. Mao is okay with that. Anup saying that he's okay with that. Gennaro is okay with that. Yeah. Anna is okay with that. Yeah, I tried to get Wahan from China. He didn't talk to me, but we're gonna have another one, so he's gonna be in the next one. I also talk in Korea, but because of the timing, Korea, the president was not possible to join, so that's why you need to do another one, Howard.
He's still sleeping. Korea sleeps late.
What time is in Spain now, Sergio?
Now it's almost 1 in the morning.
Wow.
Almost.
You should have brought your pillow with you. Yeah.
That's amazing. The internet is amazing, because right now I'm in Spain, Howard, United States, Paul in Japan. We have a lot of people around the world watching us and listening us, and at the same time, it's amazing. It's amazing, and it's fantastic. And Paul was talking about help the people, about medical fitness and all the. But Howard, do you have any idea about how can you help the people? You help the people a lot, the lives. I'm talking about the lives. When the people start to dance, when the people have illusion to go to your competition, you take off a lot of guys and girls to the street. You give a lot of energy, a lot of health to these people. My question is, do you know about this? Do you start, sometimes in your life to stop to think about that? The wonderful job you and Karen do make to these people?
Thank you, first of all. That means a lot to hear that from you. I appreciate that. From time to time, it just happened most recently at one of the hip hop events. One of the dancers from another country came over and said, "Thank you so much for what you do for us, or for this event, or whatever." And something, a comment like that means everything in the world, to us, because it means that it's more than just a competition. It's more than just an opportunity to take part in it, but somebody really, it's done something for somebody's life. And that's the greatest part of all. And that's why we stay in it so long and we're doing it. But it's hard to think of that when you're doing that. And so when you say it, I appreciate that, saying that, but we don't think of it as that when we do it. I have to be honest. We don't think about what we're doing for them. We're doing it because we love doing it, and we know it's meaningful, and people enjoy themselves, and the camaraderie, bringing the world together for one purpose, whether it be aerobics or whether it be hip hop, it doesn't make a difference. It's just people coming together, and especially when they're coming together from all over the world, and they get the same energy, they give each other energy. When they go home and people say, oh, I'm going to Australia. I said, really? Oh yeah, I met so-and-so at the last event from Australia, and they invited me to come to Australia. I'm going to Argentina. I'm going to France. This happens all the time. That's what's beautiful. That's what's terrific,
Yeah.
And then of course when everybody grows up and they become doctors and then they become fitness experts, then
Yes.
for us I feel, hey, this is our family.
Entrepreneurs, yeah.
Our family. So
Just 1 second, I'm going to say something there on. 皆さん、これはハワードです。Because it's the first time that these new people, this coach, because they didn't know you, Howard. They are looking forward to meet you in Phoenix, but it's not possible, so they're
From
watching
Japan?
now. 皆さん、これハワードです。
Japan?
Japan,
Korea?
yes.
Okay.
Japan. それ、皆さん、寺間先生、田中先生、これはハワードです。すごくいい人なので、これからハワードの力、何でもやりますから、よろしくお願いします。一緒にできますから、楽しみにしてください。Yeah, they're watching, so I have to say something to them.
おはようございます。おはようございます。
わかった？皆さん、おはようございます。O raio.
Pois, Paulo,
Good morning.
eu creio que seria interessante. Agora a gente já chegou, a gente já está 1 hora aqui
Sim.
conversando. I'm sorry, Howard. We are talking about 1 hour here, and it's the most important thing right now. The people, if you want to make some question for Howard, no, not so much, and the people can send this question, the chat, and we translate to Howard all the questions, okay?
Sure. I'm ready.
Thank you, Howard.
Okay, go ahead. Well, they're going to send the questions. We're going to keep working, but I just want to hear from Howard if he's okay to have another webinar, and then maybe we need to do like 1 hour, 30 minutes, a little bit longer, because it's a lot of questions, and also the NAC directors are like, giving them opinion, and also they need to hear like other things from you. It's possible to have another webinar, Howard, with you?
Yeah. I'm working out of my home every day. It will give me something to do.
That's great. So
Nice.
I'm sure the NAC directors know Howard, but this is Howard. That's him. He's just a guy, just a guy, because everybody go, can I talk to Howard? Like in Japan, oh, Howard Schwartz, yeah, he's a big guy, but he's like you, the good heart. He's do funny his heart. He's a very strong businessman. He's a good businessman, but he do from the heart. That's what people have to understand. ね、皆さん、ハワードは心からでもいつもやってますから、だからぜひ皆さん、日本の皆さん、一緒にやれば、ANACジャパンもっと強くなるから。もちろん、エミさんのおかげで、エミさん、ね、何年やったから、それ本当に心からエミさんありがとう。I'm just saying that thank you to Emi that did for so many years, and now she passed the thing for me, and I'm telling to the new coach, the new people in Japan that we're going to keep going, keep doing, and then bring a lot of people to your competition. Any questions, Sérgio, there?
Great.
Uma pergunta chegou por aí? No, not yet. A lot of
Yeah,
people...
I'm getting a lot of questions here. If instead to send there, they're sending here in WhatsApp to me. Claudio saying now in Brazil is very hard, but sorry, Claudio saying Brazil is very hard, but he believed that he can do something. Claudio is a very smart guy. Claudio is a very good businessman, very good. I mean, he is working the politics, in Brazil, and he's supporting a lot of people. A lot of people are going to Claudio now asking for favors, so he's just saying hello to you and thank you,
Are you
Howard.
telling me that Claudio was on the take, asking for favors? Our politician Claudio in Brazil? Do you?
Yeah.
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 That's Claudio. That's Claudio.
It's a big smiley face. We
politician.
love you. But who knows what goes on in politics in Brazil with our friend Claudio.
That's right. That's right. Bertie, alguma pergunta, Bertie? Jonathan, Diana, Mal, alguma pergunta? Anup, any question? Genaro, estás? Any question? Alguma pergunta?
Paul, if the people want to send a question after too, no problem. Tomorrow or past tomorrow or some
Sure.
question.
And if we do another webinar, maybe perhaps they send the questions to you in advance.
Yes.
And then we can answer them. So we have that. We know it.
Perfect.
Good idea.
Perfect.
Good idea.
Fantastic.
Mal
But
Munoz,
send them
Mal
to you
Munoz
guys, not to me.
Definitely fantastic.
Mal Munoz is director de Colombia, the Colombia director. He's saying, thank you, Howard, for your help, for your support, for the dedication. We appreciate your support and all the help that you've been doing to Colombia, to his country, that he's saying now.
Ask Mr. Munoz if he's planning to compete again next year.
Entendeu, Mal? Yeah, he's going to compete again.
What is he, 50 years old now? You talked about a Masters. A Masters. He could be our first Masters.
Yeah. He said, of course, I'm going to do it. Of course, I'm going to do it. Yeah. Bertie de Argentina is asking if you know the amount when it's going to be in 2021, the amount for the competition.
What, the dates for 2021? The dates?
Yeah,
I believe it's August 1st through the 4th, something like that. It's the first week of August.
Primeira semana de agosto, Bertie, né? Da primeira semana de agosto, ok? E Mal de Colômbia tem 42 years old. He said he's going to compete. I'm 42. I'm going to compete.
Masters, right? There you go.
He's going to win. He's going to win. Any more questions, guys? Any more questions? Anything there, Sergio?
No. I think the most important thing, we're going to talk to Howard to next date, to make another talk here. And wonderful idea, very wonderful idea, and we'll have time to talk to the people and, to recruit more champions and the people, no champions, no world champions like me too, and because I'm sure we have a lot of people like Howard, love Howard, and these people wants to see Howard, at this time. Yes, I'm sure, and I think we can talk to Howard, Paulo, to find, to find another date, another day.
Right. And I'm telling you one thing, it's about leadership. We need the leaders, right?
Yeah.
And Howard doesn't have to do anything. He just have to tell people like, guys, let's do that together. And I'm sure, I'm an NAC Japan director, but we are always in touch. All the other NAC directors are my friend. We can do something together and talk to each other, to make the competition better and to do even charities, other things. I have many ideas here that we can do right now, but the good thing is that I'm talking to all of them and they say like, yeah, Paulo, if you want, we can do together, to make NAC better, but we just need Howard to say yes. That's it. Yes, guys, do it. You don't have to do anything.
Sure. Well, we should have those conversations, all right? We're ready to have conversations about the future because, again, What is the future for aerobics? That's the next question. What is the future? Where is it now? Where is it going? Maybe it'll have a comeback. Maybe what's old is new again, Maybe we should talk a little bit about that. And I think that would be good to be imagining what the future brings.
I agree. And the way I see it right now, is growing in different ways. we have the sport competition, but we have another big industry for people that want to move. That's how you can, like, I don't know, there's a thing I have to tell you, and all the directors are watching that. Circuit, people are just doing a class, you know, and they got medal for that. There's a lot of options also, because the truth is that if you go only for aerobics competition, you know, it's very hard. I mean, I know how they try to bring people to the competition. They don't make any money from that, you know, but a small possibility for them to have some business, but to also to increase the number of people to come. There's some ideas that we can talk about that later. And also the directors are open to say that. And how, sorry, Claudio is saying that he's a very different politics. He's a sportman. And he's very glad to have you and Carrie involved in the sport, as Claudio say.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So do people that vote for Claudio, have they seen him in competition? Have they seen his video?
Yeah, see, yeah, they say yeah.
Is that how
because
he won?
Promote,
In his ads, did he show him doing his aerobic competition? Yeah,
he promoted himself as a world champion in the
good for him. Okay.
He promoted himself as world champion. He's a wonderful guy, Claudio. Oh my God, Claudio is a good guy. I mean, he's now helping people as a politician. People come to him and say, Claudio, help us, even with some food or something. He's doing a wonderful job there as a sportman. That's what he say. You know, unbelievable, very nice. Okay, well, we almost run out of the time, right, Sergio?
Yes.
All right, well, thank you.
Howard, yeah, Howard, thank you so much for this, the first one.
My pleasure.
So many more to come, and we're gonna like you suggest, we're gonna have like the questions before, they're gonna make them the questions before, and we're gonna have that to make it easier. Okay, we need to do a little bit longer if it's like 1 hour 30 minutes or something like that. Okay, and also we're gonna do another one with hip hop only, because all this hip hop are talking to me. I mean, it's a normal connection. You are the guy, you're the president for hip hop, but just for the webinar to make works, we can do that. So thank you so much. And we really are going to run out at the time, and the last speech is on you.
Yeah, I wanted to say, as long as you're bringing up hip hop, anybody who feels like dancing right away today, after this is over, you can go to official HHI at TikTok, okay? And you look up our theme song and put a dance together, okay? And then we'll all get to see it. We'll like to share it. So all you have to do is go to TikTok, official HHI, and let's see your moves. Sergio, I want to see that.
Definitely.
Okay, come on.
Well,
there you go. Paolo, thank you for asking me about this. You know.
Thank you so much. So guys, everybody that was watching that, 皆さん本当に来てくれてありがとうございました。これからまだたくさんやりますから、ぜひぜひ宣伝してください。Okay, Sergio, you have to.
Okay, Howard, and I'd like to thank Howard. Thank you very much for this opportunity to talk to you. And this healthy movement talk we are so proud to have you here, and we'd like to have you another time too. You know, to talk about other things and hip hop and whatever. Okay, thank you very much, Howard. Thank you very much to stay here and to talk to us.
Sure, and thank you guys, and Paolo, thank you for putting this all together. I really appreciate you, and I'm so happy that now you're at ANAC Japan, and keep up the good work in Japan. I can't wait to see all of the athletes that you're going to be bringing from Japan under your leadership. Thank you.
Thank you, Cenk. I'll do my best. Thank you so much, and until the next one. Okay, thank you everybody to participate. Minasan, hontou ni arigatou gozaimasu. Graças por participar. E vamos para o próximo. Vamos ter mais outros. We're gonna have more webinars with him. Minasan, mada suzukiru kara yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Gracias.
Muchas gracias. Thank you very much for everybody. Okay. Until the next time. Okay.
Good luck to you, Dr. Sergio.
Thank you very much, Howard. Appreciate it.
Bye, guys.
See you soon. Bye.
See you soon. See you soon, guys. Bye. Thank you very much.
Sure, no problem. Thank you.